What is up, guys? Deltamawwow here, coming at you with another Legion talent change. Today we're going to be doing Priest, which I have no intention of playing until much later in the expansion, and I'm probably not even going to play them. I'm just going to level them up, because I enjoyed Priest back in vanilla, but other than that, I have not enjoyed them whatsoever. I don't know. Healing is boring to me. DPS is lackluster, so it's just not a class I plan on playing. But we'll see. This is my first time actually looking at these talents, so I mean, I am curious to see. Like, normally I look at the talents before I do them a little bit, but I've never looked at these. So let's go ahead and let's start out with. You know what? Fuck it. We'll start out with Shadow. I want to see how Shadow is. I really want to see Shadow. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's get into this. So all right. So for Shadow in level 15 tier, we're gonna be looking at Twist of Fate. So after what? After damaging. Oh, okay. All right. So I see now. I saw the icon for Shadow, and I was like, what ability is that? Alright, so after damaging a target below 35 health, you have a 20%, or you deal 20% increased damage and 20% increased healing for 10 seconds, which is this basically, except it's 20% now instead of 15%. So that's cool. They gave it a little bit of a buff. So next we have Fortress of the Mind. So Mind Flay and Mind Blast deal 10% more damage and generate 20% more insanity. I don't know why you wouldn't take that. That sounds like a great talent. Next we have Shadow. Oh, by the way, in case you guys don't know, Shadow Priests are now going to use Insanity as like a spender. So that it's not going to be like you know, the mana and shit like that anymore. You're going to generate it's not going to be the Shadow Orbs. You're going to generate Insanity and then use that for your abilities to like do more damage and shit like that. So, but that's coming up in Legion. Next we have Shadow Word Void, which that's a 20-second recharge. It's got 3 charges and it's 1.5-second cast. So you blast the target's mind for 220% of spell power shadow damage, and it generates 30 insanity. So that's cool. Next we have Mania on the 30 tier. You move 1% faster for every 5 insanity you have. A cool little PvP talent there. Next we have Body and Soul. So your Power Word Shield and Leap of Faith also increase the target's movement speed by 6%. Now we have Masochism, so when you cast Shadow Mend on yourself, it deals no damage. Cool. Alright, very awesome. Very awesome. Next in the 45 tier, we have Shining Force. You create a burst of light around a friendly target, knocking away nearby enemies and slowing their movement by 70% for 3 seconds. That's actually cool. That's an awesome. That sounds cool as fuck. Just like put it on them and then poosh, this explosion of light and everyone gets pushed back. Yeah, that's gonna be cool. Next we have Psychic Voice. So it reduces cooldown of your Psychic Scream ability by 30 seconds. Okay. And I'm guessing what this means is that Psychic Scream isn't gonna be a talent anymore. You're just gonna get it like we did before. But okay, that's cool. 30-second cooldown reduction. And then you have Dominate Mind, which is an ability already. Or, no, I'm sorry, that's a talent right now. It used to be an ability, but it's a talent now, as you can see right there. So, we already had that. Next, for the 60 tier, we're going to go to Void Lord. So, while in Void form, your shadow damage bonus is now 40%, and that bonus also applies to all your absorbs and healing. Very cool, very cool. That's how you spend your insanity, by the way. So you go into a thing called Void form. And, like, you build up your insanity until you're at max insanity, and then you go into Void form. And that's how you do your damage. So this gives it a little bit more of a damage increase, which is awesome. So Reaper of Souls, your Shadow Word Death is now castable on targets below 75% health and always generates insanity, even if it doesn't kill the target. Alright, that's pretty cool. We have Shadow Word Pain. I'm sorry, well, I just said the first words of the thing. Alright, so now we have Dark Visions. So Shadow Word Pain and Vampiric Touch deal 20% more damage if cast while you are if you have more than 50% insanity. So the more insanity you have, they'll do more damage, so that's not bad. Alright, so on to the 75 tier, we have Sand Lion. Increase the damage of your Vampiric Touch by 20% and healing of your Vampiric Embrace by 20%. So, not bad. Auspicious Spirits. Your shadowy apparitions now do 100% increased damage. That's a little bit different than this, just for the sole fact that this one, it makes it to where it grants you a shadow orb, but your shadow orb isn't, we're not gonna have shadow orbs. So it's the same thing, just no shadow orb. Then we have Shadowy Insight, so your Shadow Worm Pain damage has a 10% chance to reset the cooldown of Mind Blast, which is already there, except this is a 10% and that's a 5%. So we're seeing some differences of, like, we're definitely different, you know, talent choices, but some of them are just kind of changing and, like, buffing them a little bit. Next we have Power Infusion. So infuses the priest with power for 20 seconds, increasing haste by 25%, and increasing insanity generation by 25%. Now, we do already have that, but I read that again because it's going to be different from this, because, yeah, I mean, as you can see, it increases insanity generation by 25%, along with the 25 haste, so that's pretty cool. Alright, next we have Mindbender, which we do already have. So it creates a Mindbender to attack the target, caster receives 2 insanity, and 0.75% mana when the Mindbender attacks, and it replaces Shadow Fiend. So basically, he's going to generate mana and 2 insanity on every attack. So, you know, a little bit different than this one, but that's cool. Next we have Oblivion. It's a 2-minute cooldown. Let the power of the void flow through you, instantly generating 100 insanity. So that's cool. I mean, that's not bad. That's, you know, I think that's going to be like your opening, like, burst potential on bosses and shit like that. But alright, so for the final tier, the 100 tier, we have Legacy of the Void. So casting Mind Blast increases the effect of your next Shadow Word by 50% for 30 seconds, stacking up to 2 times. Huh. Okay. So that's cool. Some decent little, I mean, that's not terrible. I mean, it's gonna definitely open up for a certain rotation, which is cool. I mean, I'm looking forward to that. Next we have Mind Spike. This is a talent right now, but it's cool. Or this is an ability right now, but I guess they're making it a talent, which is weird, but that's cool. Alright, so it's a 1.5 second cast. You blast the target for 100% of spell power Shadow Frost damage and increases the damage done by your next Mind Blast within 15 seconds by 50%. Stacking up to 5 times? What? 5 fucking times? What? What? That, holy shit. I mean, it replaces Mind Flay. So it's kind of going to be that, it's going to make you, I guess, more like, feel like an actual caster rather than just channeling Mind Flay all the fucking time. But that's cool. I like that. I'm curious to try that out. And then finally we have Surrender of the Madness. Surrender to Madness. So it's a 10-minute cooldown. Oh, that must mean it's a big ability. So you surrender to the old god, sacrificing your soul for ultimate power. All your insanity generating abilities generate 300% more insanity until you exit void form. Then you die. Oh, what? Then you die. That's the coolest ability I've seen yet out of all of the talents you can pick. Oh my god, that's awesome. 300% more insanity until you exit void form, and then you just die. Then you're fucked. Alright, well that's very cool. I gotta say, that's awesome. So next we're gonna go ahead and look at Disc. Alright, so let's go ahead and start this out with Disc. Well, we started with chat. You know what I mean. Alright, so we're gonna look into the 15th tier. We have the Penitent. Penance may be cast on a friendly target, healing them for 200% of spell power times 3 over 2 seconds. Alright, not bad. I mean, I didn't think that. Okay, yeah, no, whatever. That's cool. Alright, so next we have Castigation. Penance fires 1 additional bolt of Holy Light over its duration. Oh, that's cool. Go 1 extra bolt. 1 extra. That's awesome. And then next we have Schism. So, the final bolt of Penance creates an explosion of shadowy energy around the target, dealing 100% of spell power damage to all enemies within 10 yards. Oh, now, okay, I get it. Okay, yeah, they're changing Disc and Legion to revolve more around, like, how Smite healing used to work. Like, that's what they want the spec to be like, is like damaging and healing. Okay, so if you take this, it'll actually give you the opportunity to put it on a friendly target. But okay, this is cool though. I do like Schism though. Around, you know, dealing 100% of spell power damage to all enemies within 10 yards. Not bad. That's a cool ability. Next we have Angelic Feather, which we do already have. Maxes 3 charges, only 3. Yep. All right. So that's the same. All right. So we have Body and Soul, which we already have. Angelic Feather, we already have. Masochism, which we already actually read that in Shadow. All right. So on to the 45 tier. Shining Force, which you read in Shadow. Psychic Voice, which you read in Shadow, and then Dominate Mind, which again we read in Shadow. Alright. So next we have Power Word Solace. So you strike an enemy, 10-second cooldown. Yeah, it's the exact same thing. We have Shield Discipline. When your Power Word Shield is completely absorbed, you are instantly refunded 1% of your max mana. I mean, that's cool. I mean, I've never really had a lot of problems with mana on my Disc Priest, but, you know, that's cool. And then next we have Mindbender, which again, we do already have. And this is just a way of getting mana back. Alright, so in the 75 tier, we have Contrition. Your atonement duration is increased by 5 seconds. That's cool. That's not bad at all. Power Infusion. So what it's going to do this time for Disc is it's going to give you 25% haste and reduce the mana cost of all spells, which I'm pretty sure it does that already. Yes, it does. Okay, so next we have Twist of Fate. Which is the exact same thing as it is right now. Like I said, just a little bit more healing done, so. Next, we have 90 tier, Clarity of Will, which we already have. Very awesome. Divine Star, which we already have, and Halo, which we already have. These two I understand, because like I say, it's damaged, like, you know, you damage them, so. But that's cool. And then finally in the 100 tier, we have Purge the Wicked. What's this gonna be? 10-second cooldown, 2% of base mana, it's instant. You cleanse the target with fire, causing 150% of spell power fire damage, and an additional 650% of spell power fire damage over until cancelled. So, I think that's per second until cancelled. So that's pretty damn good. Spreads to an additional nearby enemy when you cast Penance on the target. Huh. That's pretty cool. Not bad. Alright, so next we're gonna have Grace. Which increases your non-atonement healing and absorption by 30% on targets with atonement. Okay, see, I like that. That's a great talent. It's a very good talent. Then we have Shadow Covenant. Let's see what this does. So we're gonna draw on the power of Shadow to heal up to 5 injured allies within 30 yards of the target for 450% of spell power, but leaving a shell on them that absorbs the next X amount of healing they receive. Huh. So you're going to do an AoE heal for anyone 30, well, up to 5 allies for 30 yards around you, and then leave a shell on them that absorbs the next healing they receive. So, good AoE heal. I think that's going to be for, like, big damaging abilities, like grade-wise. So that'll be cool. But, alright. On to the final spec. Olelelele. Alright, so, holy. So, let's take a look at this. So, in the 15th tier, we're gonna have Trail of Light. We're gonna have Trail of Light when you cast Flash Heal. S1% of the healing, X amount of the healing is replicated on the previous target you healed with Flash Heal. What the hell? So it's gonna be like a Beacon of Light, kind of. Huh. I mean, it's not gonna be Beacon of Light, but it's just what it's gonna be like. So that's cool. I like that. So next we're gonna have Enduring Renewal. Your single target healing spells refresh the duration of your renew on the target. Okay, so that's not bad. So you'll always have renew up. And then we have Enlightenment. You regenerate mana 20% faster. Holy fuck, that's awesome. So in the next tier we have Angelic Feather, which we already have. Except now we're going to have Path of Light. Your Levitate is no longer cancelled by damage and causes the target to move 15% faster, but the duration is reduced to 30 seconds. Huh. So, you only get it for 30 seconds, but damage can't get rid of it, and you move 15% faster. Not bad. That's cool. I like that. Desperate Prayer, which we do already have. Somewhere. Yep, first tier right there. Yep, so we have that already. And then Shining Force, which you already had, Dominate Mind, which you already had, but now we have Censor. Holy Word Chastise stuns the target instead of incapacitating them. Nice! Little PvP there. Alright, so in the 60 tier, we have Light of the Naru. Serendipity reduces the cooldown of the appropriate holy word by an additional 2 seconds. Not a bad little passive there. Alright, next we have Guardian Angel. When Guardian Spirit expires without saving the target from death, reset its cooldown by 60 seconds. 260 seconds. Okay, that's not bad. And then we have, and then we're going to be looking at Hymn of Hope, which I believe is an ability right now. Recite a hymn allowing all healers in your party or raid within 40 yards to cast spells for no mana. Oh, that is beautiful. Hell yeah, dude. Alright, so in the 75 tier, we're going to have Surge of Light, which we do already have. Next, we're going to have Blinding Heal, which that is an ability right now. Except now it's going to trigger Serendipity, reducing the cooldown of both Holy Word Serenity and Holy Word Sanctify by a reduced amount. Your Blind Heal is really good. It's a quick cast. It's not a super huge heal, but it does enough, and already. So, I mean, for it to reduce cooldown on those, I think that's going to be pretty good. And then we have Piety. Prayer of Mending triggers Serendipity, reducing the cooldown of Holy Word Sanctity by 6 seconds. Not bad, man. These holy talents are going to be, like, fucking balls. Alright, so in the 90 tier, we have Divinity. When you heal with a Holy Word spell, your healing is increased by 20% for 8 seconds. Not bad. Again, see, I like this. I liked it. It's kind of bringing the light to Holy for me, you know, which I loved Holy in Panda. I played that over disc, and I loved it, but... next we have Divine Star and Halo, which we already have both of those. And then for the 100 talents, alright, so in the 100 tier we have Apotheosis. Enter a pure holy form for 30 seconds, increasing the effects of Serendipity by 200%. Next we're going to have Benediction. So your Prayer of Mending has a 30% chance to leave a renew on each target it heals. So that's basically a free cast and a free global right there if it does proc. That's not bad at all. And then finally we have Circle of Healing, which that is an ability right now as well. So, not bad. Changes some of the abilities to talents, talents to abilities, so on and so forth. I like what they are doing with priests. Again, I might not play them, but, you know, it's cool. I like it. I think it's going to be good. Holy, maybe we'll see Holy around more, because right now it seems to be all disc priests. But I will say, I think it is the better healing spec. Alright guys, well I hope you guys enjoyed the video. My next video is actually going to be the Priest Artifact Weapon Talents. So definitely look into that. If you guys missed my last video, it's on my YouTube. I did the Hunter Artifact Weapons, or the Artifact Weapon Talents. So definitely, you know, check those out. Check this video out. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up, subscribe. And alright guys, peace out.